Hey Queens, it's Brooke connecting with you on this fine afternoon. I wanted to check in and have a conversation with you about whether you feel you are being taken seriously as a businesswoman, as a makeup artist or a hairstylist, because I see evidence of this all of the time of, makeup artists and hairstylists feeling like they aren't being taken seriously in this industry. And it's a really interesting topic that I wanted to shed some light on, because I think these things are sometimes things that are very evident in our everyday life, very evident in our world, and they're not typically conversations that people are having. And I get a buzz from having controversial conversations, and I think this is definitely going to be a controversial one. So I wanted to check in with you, and I can see some of you joining me live. I can't see any comments right now or who's with me, but I would love to do a little swipey in a second and see who's checking in. So let me know who you are and where you're checking in from. And for those of you that are catching the replay, I love this sense of community and that we're all hanging here together. So in terms of, feeling whether you are or you aren't taken seriously, and just leave a comment for me here and just say yes or no. Like, yes, do you feel like you're taken seriously, or no, do you not, if you're really honest with yourself? Because I've experienced it both ways. And what's really, really interesting, and I think this is where the controversy comes in, is I am a real believer, and I'm okay to put my hand up and say so, be really honest with you guys. I am a firm believer that we are taken seriously when we take ourselves seriously. Yeah, I know. So have a think about this, because, when I talk about being taken seriously, this isn't just about us as individuals. This is so evident that a lot of people don't take our profession seriously outside of our circle, and that's like a really interesting topic right there. And so I naturally have this curiosity myself of why are professional hairstylists and makeup artists not being taken seriously. And it's interesting because I was chatting to someone in property today, and the conversation was, sometimes people are really surprised when I tell them that I get to travel the world and that it's my, my one and only income is being a professional makeup artist. And people seem surprised. And actually someone that I caught up with yesterday, because I'm always having conversations and I love having these sorts of conversations, one woman said to me, and she wasn't a makeup artist, she wasn't in our circle, but she said, it's really unusual to meet a makeup artist who doesn't have a 9 to 5 or doesn't have another side job. And that's really what sparked this curiosity and this conversation for me personally, because she's absolutely right. I think it is unusual to find a hairstylist or makeup artist that doesn't have a side gig or a side hustle, or this being the side hustle, and having that desire to want to be full-time and want to be in it without anything else needing to support you paying the bills. And so with that in mind, that's why I say, when we take ourselves really seriously, other people take us seriously. And I've made that shift myself. And when I talk about taking yourself seriously, all of us taking ourselves seriously, it's, your attitude. Do you have an attitude where you take yourself seriously? Do you have pricing? Do you price yourself in a way that signifies that you take yourself and your skill set seriously? Are your efforts, the way you're applying yourself in your business, is that really, evidence right there that you're taking yourself seriously? Your commitment to being successful, to being full-time or earning a great living, or, earning the amount of money you want to earn, or connecting with and working with the type of clients you want to work with. Is that happening for you? And are you committed? Like truly committed to making that happen, or scaling your business if you're starting to see fruition from that? I can see so many of you connecting and commenting. Thank you. I love this. Jessica, you said yes. I had to go back to work in retail because people that owed me money got away with not paying me. or just proving my worth to be paid enough to pay the bills, etc. Totally agree. Yeah. And I really appreciate you sharing that, Jessica, because this is like a real topic. This is affecting so many hairstylists and makeup artists, many of which I know are in this group because we've had conversations, or you've been transparent enough to put your hand up and say, yes, this is a challenge I'm experiencing right now. And the reason I have these conversations and I go live and I share is so that we can start to challenge them and so that we can start to do things differently. So if you put your hand on your heart right now and you say, you know, if I'm completely honest, I do want my business to be more successful. I do want to develop my career more, and I do want a more successful business where I get to do more of what I love and I get to earn more money doing what I love. And, you know, you really go a layer deeper into that. I want you to really ask yourself, am I taking myself seriously? Like, how does this fit for me? Have I got boundaries in place? Am I pricing myself accordingly? Am I showing up unwaveringly committed every single day to developing myself, developing my business and moving myself forward? Because it takes a level of commitment. So when you're given the opportunity and you have someone there wanting to support you, or any kind of circumstance arises where you know that you can move forward, are you grabbing it with both hands? Are you showing up with the level of commitment it takes to build the business that you want? Because I guarantee everyone that I speak to says that they want it and that they're committed, but not all of them are actually committed. And it really comes down to the attitude you have and how you show that level of commitment. Because it's very easy to say, I want to be a millionaire. But if someone said to you, it takes commitment, hard work, determination and focus in order to make £1 million, but I'll show you how, would you do the work? Because the freedom that our business can create in the other areas of our life is unbelievable. And it's really important to connect with the possibilities here, because when you earn more money and you generate more income in your business, it's just an example of how many people you get to impact, how many people you get to work with, and then that shows up in monetary value so that you can then pay your bills, work less hours, spend more time with your family, spend more time doing other things that you love alongside the job that you have. And that's really what I'm talking about, because when we're not in that space and we don't show up with that level of commitment, it's super frustrating, because you know what you want, but you don't necessarily apply yourself in a way. Sometimes it's not knowing how. And let me know if that fits for you. If you are like, I have the desire, but I don't know how, just leave me a comment and just say, I don't have the how, or I need the how, so that I know how I can keep supporting you and giving you more, guys, because I've been through this process. I totally get what it feels like. It sucks to have the frustration of this immense amount of desire, but not knowing how to fulfill it and not knowing how to move yourself forward. But when you are committed to doing the work, ways of being able to move forward show up for you. But you can't expect anyone to take you seriously until you start to take yourself seriously. And what can be really tough is sometimes that can just be someone you speak to who says it's really uncommon to find a makeup artist or a hairstylist that works, you know, without a side hustle job or without a 9 till 5 to support that being a hobby. Like, do you feel like your business is a hobby right now? And if you're not sure, if you know that you want the business, but you recognize in this moment that you're not earning enough money to pay your bills from your business, and you're not earning enough money to necessarily pay yourself, or you're earning money but it's nowhere near what you know you deserve or want to be earning in your business, those are big red flags, because sometimes it's really easy to keep buying products and the latest palette and this and that in order to feel legit. But this is really about focusing your energy in a way that's going to allow you to bring in new clients, allow yourself to start doing more of the work that you love, because adding more techniques to your skill set and adding more products to your kit isn't going to give you the clients, which isn't going to give you the money, which isn't going to give you the business you want. It all has a knock-on effect, and it all starts with you showing up, you know, being committed and taking yourself seriously. So I'm really getting to like the core of this and what's playing out in our industry right now. And it isn't until we start to create a wave and do things differently that this actually starts to change. That's the thing that I really want to bring home here, because That's why I have these conversations. I truly believe that our industry needs to make a massive shift, because there are so many out there working for free or working for not enough money that they know that they deserve. They're earning significantly less because someone else is dictating to them what they will get to be paid or what they are worth. And I call bullshit. I call bullshit, because you are worth so much more than that, but you have to take yourself seriously first and foremost in order for it to change, in order for it to shift. And so if you recognize that you're not earning the money that you deserve to earn, and you're not charging what you know that you should be charging, and you're not going to do as much of the work that you love to do as you want to, and you have that craving and you have that frustration of not knowing how to shift yourself out of it, but you know that you want more, and you know that you want to take yourself more seriously, but you don't know how to break the cycle, because it can be really challenging. Sometimes it's someone outside our circle saying, I didn't realize you could do this as a full-time gig. Sometimes it is as close to home as our partners saying, you know, pat on the back, well done, darling, your hobby is doing okay. And that sounds really like, oh my God, did she just say that? But it's the truth. And I hear it, and it happens, and those conversations take place. So right now, are people perceiving that you've got an expensive hobby? Or are you running a business where you are showing up as the boss, you're committed, you're taking yourself seriously, and you're doing the right things, and you're starting to see the fruits of your labour? And if that's not happening for you, then I suggest you look at how you can create that shift, because it needs to happen in order for you to get the results that you want. So this is why I pose the question, are you taking yourself seriously? Because I know that many of us are not being taken seriously by people in and outside of our circle. And that's really concerning. And so I really want us to stop and think, how do we break this cycle? Because it's up to us to break the cycle. We have to start doing things differently and standing up for what we are worth in order for true and lasting change to take place. So if you have that big question mark around how to do that, or what that looks like for you, you just recognize that you're not where you want to be, and you do need to step up and take yourself more seriously, and you want to feel more committed, then consider how you can change this, because it shows up in so many areas of our life, and it affects your confidence, it affects your self-worth, it affects the amount of work you get to do doing what you love. And if you know you want more of all of that stuff, because my God, I'm sure you deserve it. And I'm sure you've been working hard up until this point, but it's not brought you the results that you wanted. I have a training where I actually show you the exact steps I take my clients through to generate six-figure, yes, £100,000 plus, six-figure businesses, being a makeup artist, being a hairstylist, or doing both. And that training is completely free. And so what I will do to really help you guys and really pose this question of, are you taking yourself seriously and are you committed? If you want to learn how you can create some shifts for yourself now and learn for free, I'll share the link to my latest training in the comments, and you can totally just check it out and see how it resonates with you. And then you will have some immediate steps that you can take and things you can focus your energy on to start creating that shift for yourself. And it's a total pleasure to share that with you. So let me know how this resonates with you. Let me know how this fits. Check out the training, and I will catch up with you guys soon. I hope you're all doing really well, and I just want to thank you again for being in this space. I love the community. I love the engagement. And I just want to celebrate the new members as well. So if you're new to this space, share your own little post and let us know who you are, because there's so much value in us getting to know one another and having that genuine connection and us being in it together. So lots of love to all of you. Thanks again for being here. Check out the training, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye, guys.